Hello my boys, good morning! Today we're gonna talk about VAAL Temple Maps and how to run them properly with a proper Atlas skill tree so we can get most out of it. For those that don't know yet, VAAL Temple Maps have these red maps here. Yeah? What's special about these maps is, read this line here, area contains then additional guarded VAAL vessels. These are actually strongboxes, so you need to view them as special strongboxes, meaning that they get affected by the strongbox nodes. Yeah, so let's talk a little about the skill tree before we get into all that good stuff. So here, because these are strong boxes, we're gonna take the strongbox nodes. So here it's important to have the currency duplication node. Here we have the divination and duplication node, and we want the map duplication node. As a matter of fact, you'll notice that in these maps, with this setup, you'll drop plenty of maps. So we're getting tons of maps. Here we want them to be openable multiple times, yeah? And here we want them to be at least rare and corrupted. And here we're not taking additional strong boxes, because with my strategy here, the whole idea is to run as many VAAL temples per hour as possible. So we want to run as many of these maps per hour. We're opening just the VAAL vessels and we go out. People need to understand that VAAL temple maps are all about jackpot drops. Yeah? So you can run 10, 20 maps and find nothing. And out of nowhere, you can find an item that is worth more than 50 divine orbs, more than 100 divine orbs with great double corruptions. So here in these special maps you will get a lot of double corrupted items. We will show in a second after I discuss my whole setup here. So we're taking all the explicit effect modifiers here, here and here. This will guarantee that we get more loot out of our maps. We also take these nodes here for more item quantity, and here it's a node that I always like to take. Up to 5 rare monsters are possessed and minion touch. This I always like to take it. We are taking Etherovault altars because out of nowhere you can get a good Scarab altar, maybe Exalted Orb altar, Divine Orb altar, and good stuff. You know, I hate red altars. Only new players go with red altars, or maybe on league start. So the only scenario I would suggest going with red altars, it's on league start. But mid league and end league, you always pick Etherovault altars. Good. And in here in this strategy, we are also force spawning beyond bosses, and we are using a certain Scarab to help us. So to get most out of this farm, so we don't waste our time, we will force spawn a beyond boss because it can drop tainted currency. As a matter of fact, it always drops tainted currency. This Keystone is big, so your maps will have 1 free additional random map modifiers, meaning that you will drop more loot. Yeah. So let's say this one, you see item quantity 49. Because I have Twist of Fate, the next map that's gonna open will have item quantity more, like 17. And then we'll get bumped up by all the explicit modifiers. So item quantity in all these maps will be above 150. This is the average, yeah? And Twist of Fate also changes the map layout, because VAAL temple maps have a really bad layout, like a maze. But if you use Twist of Fate, you will get a random Atlas map. So I explained the tree here. Now let's get into the loot. Yeah. So you want to make profit here, it's important to talk about the loot. Here it's what to expect from VAAL temple maps. Yeah. This is the loot that I got yesterday, especially this one, Queen God of Forest. So here you can see some of these items can be very expensive depending on the corruptions that you get and the base. Yeah. So we're farming VAAL temple maps mostly because of the corrupted items. Yeah. Here it's a good example, 5 divines, 6 divines. If this had double corruption, it will be even more. Yeah, depends on the base that you get the corruption on. Now let's price check this beauty, for example. This is a Queen of the Forest. First, here it's how I like to price check. I price check 1 corruption. Yeah, so this has value around 50 chaos. Second corruption, around 1 divine orb. And now you put both corruptions, because many times you won't see anything listed. Now from experience I know that with this double corruption is 5 divine orbs. But here it's another tip. If you get a good armor that has value unlinked, like 5 divines, 3 divines, 2 divines, you will always 6 link it with using tainted currency, because you can sell it for a much better price. Yeah. Tainted currency, this you will get from the beyond boss that we're forcing with our Scarabs. Yeah. As a matter of fact, let me 6 link this fast. You know, it's a very easy process. Many of you already know. Oh, 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 oh. Good. Yeah. You can also use the bench. If you don't want to click like a maniac like me, you can go to the bench and do it the proper way. You know, but I'm a maniac. I never do it the proper way. You put 4 links here. For Orb of Fusings, you never click like this because they are more expensive. You click here and click here. Oh, 6 link. Now I won't sell this for 5 divines anymore. Yeah, I will sell it actually for more, like 10 divine orbs, 9-10 divine orbs, just because it's 6 link. Because a lot of Saki boys, they don't know that they can link them with titled currency, and they will overpay if they have good corruptions. Trust me, if you sell a good body armor 6 link, you will get much more out of it, you know, even double in some scenarios. Here, for example, it's double. It's 9 divines 10. So you can get good corruptions. You also get a lot of corrupted blood jewels, like a lot of them, man. Look, here, here. And even if the explicits are not great, you can sell them in bulk for 40 chaos, because there are people that like to gamble them with tainted mythic orbs, yeah? Okay, so I bought here some tainted mythic orb, and we do a gamble now. So when you apply on this, it has a chance to turn into a unique jewel while keeping the same overpowered implicits. Oh, no luck today. No luck today. You also in this farm get a lot of price of protection cards. This will award an Elder Garden map. Okay, looks like this. And you get them plenty in these maps. Yeah, it's good, steady profit per hour. Because if you don't get jackpots, at least for your time spent, you need to get something out of this farm, you know, else it's wasted. You also get some special essences, but not many, and a shit ton of maps. But the focus of VAAL Temple Maps is finding double corrupted items. Good. Okay, my boy, now let's talk about the Scarabs that we use from this farm, yeah, which is important, because these are strong boxes. We're gonna use this 15% chance to open them multiple times. You'll see some VAAL vessels, you will open them 2 times, 5 times, depends on your luck. And this one. 75% increased effect of explicit modifiers, meaning that the VAAL vessels will drop more loot. The next Scarab is this one, Beyond Scarab of Resurgence. I don't know how to pronounce that shit, but it will help you to spawn the unique boss, yeah? So in these maps we want to get extra loot, tainted currency in this case, so we're gonna use these Scarabs. All these free Scarabs are very cheap. You will see that you get more than 150 per 1 divine orb. These are very cheap Scarabs. A lot of players don't even use them. Even this one, let's see. You see 180 for 1 divine orb. These are very cheap Scarabs. And for the last 2 slots, we'll just use some sacrifice fragments, which once put on the map device, they give 5% extra item quantity. I already had here some. So let's put here the Scarab setup. We'll put the VAAL Temple Atlas setup. We put Etherovault influence. We want to put here the VAAL Temple map, and you put the first one, leave the first one. Yeah, and we're gonna hit it. Item quantity above 150. It's because of my Atlas setup. Look, here are the vessels.
I must have time to gather.
Oh! Oh, we got the boss. Here is the Beyond boss. Oh! And now we check. Here for the jewels, I'm looking for Corrupted Blood or Mana Reservation. You see, you can open them multiple times. No, we open again. Oh, we check this one. Maximum power charges, we go here and price check. Yeah, depends on the base. This is like 10 kilos, but we want to make more profit. Sadly, this is not a good base, but you can price check if you want. Even for leveling items, some people will pay up to 100 kilos if it has good double corruptions, but we want to make really good diviners. Here, here, here. I'm gonna price check this. You see, you open multiple times. We open again. Okay, let's price check this too, why not? Disable everything and put just the corruption. No, 10 kills. You can sell, I mean, you can sell if you really want for 10 kills. Nah. Let's disable this. It's good that you can see the boxes on the minimap. Yeah. Again, this is a tip from me. You can count how many vessels you opened. Yeah? You know there are 10 vessels inside the map. Yeah. So if you open 8, 9 or 10, you can go out. The map boss, it's not mandatory. You can skip it if you want. You don't need to do it. Here, you need to do this. Good. No. I already know the basis. You need a good corruptions on a good base and you will be rich. No. You see, you open them multiple times. This is because of the Atlas setup and because of the Scarabs, yeah, that we use. Take this, take this. Yeah, okay. I think we should have one more box. No, we opened all 10. Go out. So the whole idea is you go in, you go out, you go in, you go out until you find those expensive jackpots. Yeah. Now we have a problem from these maps. They are quite expensive. They are 30 kills, 40 kills. And after this video they will go even more up in price. I will show you a budget alternative also and how you can get them all the ways possible. But let's run one more map. Yeah. I want to get something expensive so I can showcase in this video. No. So you get a lot of maps, which is nice. So this is, here is the Beyond boss, we kill him. This will give us extra loot on top for our time spent. Oh, Titan of the fusing, it's great. Yeah. You see, you complete these maps very fast. Go in, you open a new one, and so on. This is how you properly need to do it. Corrupted Blood Jewel. Okay. This can be expensive depending what we get on the identify. Ooh. Wait a second. This has shocked. This is good. This is very good. They need it, especially for minion builds with energy shield. This is a good combination. We made money. I need to be sure when I price check this. One moment. So this is expensive. This is an expensive Corrupted Blood Jewel with shocked maximum energy Corrupted Blood. I am gonna tell you this is expensive. Let's put offline also. 60 day 12. Okay, some of them are noobs. They don't know the real value. This is like 7 Divine Orbs, yeah? Correct me if I'm wrong, this is 7 Divine Orbs because we have a jewel, Storm Shroud. Yeah, I think it's because of Storm Shroud. 7 Divine Orbs, so we made it very easy. Now let's identify this beauty. And we check it, you know. We check it, if you're not sure. I like the increased maximum life. Maybe you sell it for 20 kills. But this is energy shield based. But who cares? You put it 20 kills. If it sells, sells. If it doesn't sell, doesn't sell. Very simple. Very simple. Good. I like this jewel. We made profit with this jewel. This covers up for the maps with no problem. Now let's talk about the item acquisition for this VAAL Temple Maps. The first thing that you can do, you can buy from the trade website, and I will show you how. Okay, my boy. So we go to the trade website here. Yeah, you go to bulk item exchange. If you're poor, you will select the Chaos Orb. If you're rich, you will select the Divine Orb. Now, I don't know your budget. And you put here VAAL Temple. You select maps. You put VAAL Temple Maps. And you put something decent, like 4, if you're poor. Now you whisper. You go here for the best offers. For example, you start with the low. You know the Drake song? We start from the bottom. Now we're here. we prepare some Chaos Orbs. Yeah. And of course, nobody will answer. In case you're wondering why I whisper multiple guys, because usually nobody answers, you know, and I'm impatient. We whisper multiple guys until someone will eventually answer. Yeah. Now I wait. So this is how you buy your maps. You can also turn in a divination card. Let's put here VAAL Temple Map. Put here owned. VAAL Temple. Okay, so it's lingering remnants. Okay, we go here on the trade website and we're gonna buy them. We refresh the trade website. We go to bulk item exchange. We select the chaos orb. We go to divination cards. Here, cards. And you put lingering remnant. And you make sure it has a good bulk. Let's put that minimum 100. Yeah. Oh, this is a scam, man. This is a scam. Don't pay 550. Mom, this is a scammer. So we don't buy with divination cards because that guy is scamming people. So your best bet is just to buy the maps from the trade website. Another thing that you can do is to corrupt maps. Yeah. Jungle Valley, for example. I have some here. People like to corrupt them because they want 8 modifier maps. Yeah. And when you corrupt, has a slight chance to turn into an 8 modifier map. So I will do it with you now. Maybe we get one. Yeah. So people like to put chisels, you know, like this. Then they put chisels. And at the end they will apply a VAAL orb, hoping that they get an 8 modifier map. And from like this, you see, 8 modifier map. From time to time, it will turn into a VAAL Temple map. It has a small chance. But we didn't got it. But you understand how you can get it from corrupting. You know, very sexy, very nice. So your best bet at the moment with current prices and market health is to just buy the maps from the trade website, or in case you're poor, you lose VAAL scouting reports. Now the only downside for this strategy is that we cannot benefit from my Atlas setup, nor with the Scarabs that I use. Yeah. So if you're gonna roll it with Kirak missions here and VAAL scouting reports, you will get it very fast. Look, I got it. Finally, I got it here. But these maps here are not affected by my Atlas 3 setup here. Yeah, whatever I took here, it does not affect these maps. So these are inferior, but are also low budget. Yeah. So if you still want to get double corrupted items and jackpots, you can just roll with VAAL scouting reports on Kirak missions, and this will grant you free VAAL Temple maps. Another problem that you have here, you cannot change the map layout because it does not get affected by Twist of Fate Keystone. Yeah. Okay, let's run one map. This is from Kirak mission. See what we get and I will close the video. Yeah. I'll put the PoE planner in the description of the video in case you want to do my Atlas setup so you run them properly. Yeah. Maybe you have some VAAL Temple maps and you want to run them yourself, you will use my Atlas setup. Remember that you don't have to open all the strong boxes. If you open 8 or 9, it's fine. 8 or 9, then you open the new map and so on. You don't need to open all 10. So I opened most of them, now we can do the boss, yeah? Okay, let's do the boss. You see here the boss arena. Be careful with these bosses because they can one-shot you. Good. Well, my boys, you need to remember that farming VAAL Temple maps is all about jackpot drops. Yeah, so don't complain if you run 5 maps, 10 maps and you get nothing. You need to run like 20 maps, 50 maps, and then you will see some really good double corrupted items. Here we're hunting for items that are worth more than 50 divine orbs. This is the whole idea of VAAL Temple maps. So it's not about making steady profit, it's about finding jackpot drops, those really expensive double corrupted items that will sell for a lot. Depending on the corruptions that you get and the item base, it can be worth a lot. I hope this video was useful. PoE planner in the description of the video. Enjoy the rest of the day and good luck.